I'll look back in 20 years and be like, yeah, the reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person. It's because of me too, and I want y'all to realize that. Like, it's not just because of one person. A lot of us have done so much for this game.
She's the only player in the league that will say this shit. She's the only player in the league. Like, you won't hear Aja Wilson going out there. I am at the top of the scouting report. Ariel Atkins is at the top of the scouting report for your team. Camila Cardoso is at the top of the scouting report. Teams just box you out.
Angel Reese didn't grind her way into the WNBA just to be a background extra in the Caitlin Clark show. No, she came for the spotlight, the standing ovation, and the whole metaphorical garden, flowers included. But as Clark continues to dominate headlines, box scores, and all-star ballots, Reese finds herself caught in a simmering storm of side eyes, cryptic post-game quotes, and on-court dust-ups that all scream one thing: notice me, America. Every scuffle, every subtle jab, every emotionally charged gesture feels less like heat-of-the-moment intensity and more like a calculated cry for center stage. Because Reese didn't sign up to be a supporting act while Caitlin gets the solo, the spotlight, and the applause. And as the tension builds and narratives twist, one thing's for sure: this drama isn't over. Not by a long shot. Stick around, because the next act is about to unfold.
Right? The reason why I feel like she isn't unfairly criticized is because I'm not gonna go into the bad guy, good guy. At the end of the day, Angel faces everywhere. Right? And so when we talk about marketability and her inability to finish, her inability to do certain things, I think it goes to that. So I'm gonna keep it a band with you. I agree that if she's gonna be the aggressor, then be the aggressor. At the same time, if you're gonna throw punches, you gotta take them. And so I felt like, to your point when you said, I bet she did. You can't see me because Caitlin did it. Right. Absolutely right. But now when you come in the league, right, and you fall in, you know what I'm saying? You got your 13 and 13, but now it's not translating to winning.
Just when you thought the self-delusion couldn't possibly go any deeper, Angel Reese resurfaces in the media with a declaration so bold, it borders on parody. Apparently, teams aren't just studying Caitlin Clark game film. They're burning midnight oil and gulping coffee to crack the Angel Reese code. Yes, you heard right. According to Reese, opposing coaches are supposedly huddled in dimly lit rooms, whispering anxiously, "How do we stop Angel?" If this isn't satire, it should be. Let's be real. If Angel Reese is on a scouting report, it's likely under a category labeled "Contain the Chaos," not game-changing threat. The idea that defenses are panicking over her is laughable, especially considering her season highlight reel could fit comfortably between missed layups and mid-court dramatics. Sure, she grabs rebounds, but most of them are off her own bricks. It's not dominance, it's statistical recycling. And yet, here we are again, Reese playing the part of the misunderstood superstar, a player who believes her no comment is somehow seismic despite having never once held her tongue before. She's not exactly known for silence, which is why the media and fans alike raised eyebrows when she suddenly chose discretion. If anything, that non-statement spoke louder than any of her press conference mic drops because it screamed deflection, not growth. While Reese touts being double-teamed like she's the second coming of Shaq, Caitlin Clark is actually forcing teams to overhaul their entire defensive schemes. Clark is out here rewriting the rookie record books and launching logo threes like she's checking her watch. Meanwhile, Angel's impact is debatable. She's had one game, just one, that made fans collectively say, "There she is." The rest? A blur of mediocrity, missed shots, and TikTok-ready drama. Her defenders love to remind everyone that she's just in her second year. But if you're going to lean on youth as a shield, maybe don't talk like you're a 10-year vet carrying the league. Because right now, Angel's scouting report looks less like a crisis manual and more like a footnote. May complain to refs. Likely to flex after rebound. Watch for post-whistle theatrics. Even her coach, Tyler Marsh, has bought into the illusion. He insists it's not about Angel being better for the team, it's about the team being better for Angel. Translation: he's tailoring the system to serve someone who can barely finish bunnies and gives up as many points on defense as she pads on offense. Marsh has essentially handed her the keys to a car she's still learning to drive, and then wonders why the team's veering off the road. Let's talk marketing. Angel Reese on a video game cover? That wasn't strategy, it was satire. Who greenlit that? Somewhere, a poor intern had to sit through a boardroom meeting nodding along while someone pitched that idea with a straight face. Meanwhile, players like Clark are altering game flow and breaking broadcast ratings. Reese? She's giving you shoulder drives into stationary defenders and yelling at refs like it's performance art. If that's your cover star, maybe you're not making a basketball game. Maybe you're making a soap opera. Reese's insistence that she's being scouted like a secret weapon is the WNBA equivalent of showing up to a Beyoncé concert, humming 3 off-key notes from the back row, and wondering why your name's not on the marquee. If this energy made sense in college, when she had dominance, presence, and a ring to back it, it absolutely crumbles now. The league's moved on. The headline act is wearing number 22 and causing league-wide anxiety attacks. Meanwhile, Angel's out here playing 26 minutes for 6 points and treating it like she cracked the Da Vinci Code. And it's not just her. This entire narrative exists because Tyler Marsh allows it to. He enables it. He reinforces it. He builds around it. He even defends it in post-game interviews. It's no longer just an Angel Reese story. It's the Tyler Marsh saga too. His inability to run basic rotations, adjust in real time, or challenge her questionable decisions has made him the co-author of this increasingly surreal chapter. Still, you've got to hand it to Angel. She's turned a mediocre season into a masterclass in narrative control. With just enough bravado, some flashy quotes, and a social media fanbase that treats criticism like blasphemy, she's stayed in the spotlight. Performance be damned. She's not dominating the game, but she's absolutely owning the conversation. And maybe, just maybe, that's the real game she's playing. Because at this point, it's not a rivalry. It's a rerun. Caitlin Clark took the spotlight, packed it up, and left the arena. Angel Reese? She's still looking for the script. It's not a rivalry when one side is soaring and the other is meandering through stat lines like it's a lost tourist. Angel Reese is out here giving lead actress in a production she was never cast in. Got the monologue, the wardrobe, the press tour, but when the credits roll, her name isn't even in the special thanks. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark is rewriting history with the calm precision of someone ordering coffee, logo threes, double-digit assists, and a poker face like she's calculating tax deductions. No declarations, no drama, just dominance. And maybe that's what stings the most. It's not just that Caitlin's getting the endorsements, the highlight reels, the national primetime slots. It's that she's doing it without having to tell us she's that girl. The scoreboard doesn't care about post-game soliloquies, and while Angel is out here on a self-promotional tour like it's a Kickstarter campaign, Caitlin is too busy building an empire to even look over her shoulder. If this was Angel's grand moment to declare, I matter too, the league just answered with Clark headlining another national broadcast while Angel's game gets buried in a 2 p.m. slot no one streamed. That's the real scouting report. And Angel? She's become the artist, the critic, and the gallery all in one. But here's the twist. By constantly pushing the narrative that she's the reason people are watching, Reese is accidentally reinforcing the opposite. The more she insists on her significance, the more glaring it becomes that the spotlight wasn't hers to begin with. Sure, Angel's had her flashes. She's young. She's grinding. And yes, she's helping her team in theory. But if you truly believe you're the main character, you don't have to say it every 5 minutes. The light just finds you. Greatness doesn't need press releases. But when every sentence starts with "I deserve credit too," it stops sounding like confidence and starts sounding like insecurity, wearing lip gloss. And yet here we are, watching, debating, retweeting. Because while Angel Reese might not be the reason people tuned in, she's absolutely one of the reasons they didn't change the channel. It's reality TV with a shot clock. Caitlin may be the star, but Angel is the chaos, and every good show needs chaos. Maybe this whole saga isn't about who gets the crown. Maybe it's about who keeps the conversation alive. Angel's not trying to be beloved. She's trying to be undeniable. And in that respect, mission accomplished. She said what she said, and whether you rolled your eyes or rage posted, you listened. We all did. Because Angel understands a simple truth. If you can't be the headline, be the reason the headline exists. And right now, she's playing that part better than anyone. Last year, she declared, People are watching women's basketball because of Me Too. A year later? Next question. She went from demanding recognition to ducking it because deep down, even she knows the numbers don't lie. Angel Reese is talented. Tough. One of the best rebounders in the league. But watching her play? It's not poetry, it's a struggle. She's got grit on the boards but missed layups like she's allergic to the rim. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark is getting body slammed every night and still dropping 27-footers like she's just warming up. And the funniest part? Angel Reese might actually believe she and Caitlin are co-captains of the WNBA Revival Tour. Like they showed up in matching jerseys, split the spotlight, and agreed to save the league together. But the truth is, Nike laminated Caitlin's face and handed her the marketing playbook. Angel is scraping for residuals and calling it a movement. The jealousy? It's not even hidden. It's gift-wrapped in faux confidence and delivered in every interview. That simmering envy when you realize the person you thought was your rival is actually the reason the cameras are rolling. So what does she do? Inserts herself into every conversation. Mentions herself in quotes that weren't even about her. It's like photobombing history and shouting "Me Too" in every frame. And maybe that's the point. Because even if she's not earning the numbers, she's feeding the narrative. Every time she opens her mouth, another article gets written. Another clip goes viral. She's a content engine in full lashes and baby hairs, and the media's feasting. It's brilliant in a way. Tragic, too. Because instead of building her legacy from the ground up, she's trying to patch herself into someone else's. Even her coach, Tyler Marsh, is out here enabling it, spinning 4-point games into heroic efforts, treating 28% shooting like it's a stat worth framing. And Angel, instead of evolving, leans harder into the victim narrative. The league owes her. The fans overlook her. The storylines exclude her. But here's the kicker. She's not being left out. She's choosing to compete in a game Caitlin already left behind. Caitlin isn't just in a different lane. She built her own highway. Angel's trying to merge with blinkers on and no GPS. Still, let's be fair. Angel Reese brings something valuable. Not just as a player, but as a character. She's entertaining. She's marketable. She's messy in the most compelling way. And love her or hate her, she's delivering what the WNBA desperately needs. Chaos, tension, and a side of petty. She might not be the reason we started watching, but she just might be why we keep watching. Because someone has to stir the pot. Someone has to clap back. Someone has to throw chili flakes in a pot Caitlin's not even cooking in. And that someone is Angel Reese.